Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Roccat League, brought to you by Community of Gamers, broadcast by Gamester TV. And we're straight into the match, even though the casters weren't ready or anything like that. They just joined the server and got started. And straight away, we have our first goal getting scored by Mr. Sister Fister. And Mr. Sister Fister is in the PuckUps. What I'm going to say. Let's get that up onto the scoreboard. We'll get ourselves organized, ladies and gentlemen, well, I think we're organized now. So Roccat on the blue side, represented by tornhub.org, or Torn, I guess, and Blurberries. And on the orange side, we've got Mr. Sister Fister and Reese's Pieces, representing the PuckUps. So we had the PuckUps on stream a couple of weeks ago. They were one of the teams that actually showed up because for the first round of this competition, we had a little bit of difficulty getting the teams to show up and play the matches that they needed to. But no such issues here. Goodness me, that ball in front of the orange goal for an age without anybody going for it and looking for a goal. Mr. Sister Fister, the goal scorer, the only goal scorer, goes in. The ball stopped for him nicely, but it's defended and cleared away by Torn of tornhub.org, which is not a valid domain, just in case you wanted to check. I tried to load it up before, and it didn't work. Oh, the ball stopping in the blue goals, bouncing up and down between the post, between the crossbar and the ground, and not going in, saved by Blurberries. Torn carrying it out into the midfield and over to the orange zone. 1-0 is the score at the moment, and essentially it's that score after a cheat shot in the opening seconds, the first center of the game. Another shot that goes in, it's a whiff. It's sitting up in the blue zone though. Will Orange go for it? That's the question. No, they won't. Not in time anyway. Let's get some player cam going on here. Torn in the blue car, heading for the blue zone. He's got the Christmas theme going on. Looking for the shots. Gets himself in the right position, gets a good little touch on it, and it's in! The equalizer through from Torn. And the account's open for the Red Rockets on the orange side. Good play there. Coming through. If you're wondering what this competition is all about, the Community of Gamers. Oh, hang on! We're going to have Blurberries score a very quick second goal for the blue team, the Red Rockets. Easy as, again off the center. And they're setting themselves up for a little bit of a win. Yeah, it's a best of three, as you can see from the GameStar scoreboard. And on the line are a couple of Roccat headsets, a couple of Roccat keyboards, and a couple of Roccat mouse pads, I believe it is, for the losers. It's Roccat mouse pads and Roccat headphones for the losers, and Roccat mouses and Roccat headsets for the winners of the competition. So not tonight. There's several rounds to be played. It's not the finals tonight. That's coming up in a few weeks' time. Another shot on goals. That's great. Reese's Pieces gets himself on the board, and now every single person on the server has scored. Blurberries with the whiff on defense opens up the door for Reese's Pieces to get the scores evened up. And that's where we are, dead even in game number one of the best of three. And a shout out to Martin from the Community of Gamers, just giving me a little bit of info about the teams. Definitely have it right. Blurberries on the blue side. Yep. Oh, that's a great little wall hit. It's going to drop down just on the other side of the goals. There to meet it is Reese's Pieces. He does a little bit of a drive-by. Takes another shot at it with the reverse. Doesn't quite get it. But that's okay. He's got it. Is he reversing all the way? I think he is, actually. Trying for the reverse. Now it's one-on-one. The goalie whiffs the ball, and Torn gets another goal. 3-2 in favor of the Red Rockets. Nice little piece of mind games there. Changes the angle at the last minute. Last second, let's just say. And look at these players. They're all pros. So not a huge amount of Rocket League under their belts. And they're in this competition on a Friday night, duking it out with each other and looking to score some sweet Roccat gear. Here's a shot at goals. It goes up. Blueberries goes up too. He meets it and picks up the halo. Keeps the 3-2 lead in favor of the Red Rockets. Now Torn looking to create something himself. Decides, nah, he's just going to pass it over. Concedes possession. Torn's there to meet it in the midfield as the defenders try to clear it down. The Red Rockets right now playing very, very conservatively. Not looking to finish anything off. They're in the lead and they just want to maintain that. Don't really want to push the boot in just yet at this time. Torn leaves the ball in the orange zone for the PuckUps to carry it to the midfield. And now this is a chance for Torn. He misses it. And there's another whiff. This is an opportunity for the reply to come through. It's not going to happen. And in fact, Torn, it's Blueberries, picks up the ball after a weird run of play with several whiffs. Gets a good touch to it over the defender and cements the lead. It is 4-2 right now in favor of the Red Rockets. And they're looking pretty right now to take this first game, I would say. 20 seconds to go. The ball high in the air. We're going to get a wall jump. Nope. Mr. Sister Fister, we haven't seen a lot of him in this game so far. Concedes possession to Torn from TornHub.org. Torn of Torn.org looking to get a goal through. No, this might be a consolation goal against the run of play. It is indeed Mr. Sister Fister with the long range. So that'll do well for his points. In fact, he got a little bit of help from Reese's Pieces. And on the 0, he picks up a consolation goal, but the Red Rockets had 4. So 4-3 is the score now. And I'll just quickly ready up. Save replay out of habit. And we're ready for the next match. 4-3 in favor of the Red Rockets. They'll be pleased with that start. Oh, actually, I think I might have got the scores wrong. It's the other way around. 3-4. There you go. No. I had it right the first time. 4-3. Rocket won that, and Red Rocket on blue. It was the red in their name that was confusing me. I was thinking, oh, they're not blue side, they're red side. so there you go. Torn from the Red Rocket, setting himself up. Can he get the bounce? The defender's there, so it doesn't matter. The reply, though, the rebound off the top. There's yet another setup. It's very slow and steady pace that's going on. Torn intercepts the ball, keeps it in the orange zone. But now Reese's Pieces carrying it out. Mr. Sister Fister doesn't get a touch to it before Blueberries gets there for a touch himself. He's setting himself up. Gets a good little knock on it, but Mr. Sister Fister is there to keep it away from the goals. Good pressure, though, from Blueberries. Picks the ball up, sets it up for his teammate, and Torn scores the first goal of the second game. What a lovely passage of play. The little bump wasn't quite a bump, but Torn was there to take advantage of it anyway. Score the goal for his team. Get them in the lead again. And yes, Snatcher, they are pros. These guys are definitely pros. This is an amateur league. And I think they're all Sydney-based because this is a Sydney-based LAN. So it's a community of gamers that is running the online competition. This is a little floater. It's dangerous from the defender, but the danger's over as he tries to carry it out. No, Blueberries was there to keep it in the orange zone. A good clear, though, from Mr. Sister Fister. He gets a halo, shoots forward, takes a shot at goals. It's just wide. The follow-up, it's there. Reese's Pieces has a little bit of a shot at goals. Doesn't quite go there. We're into the dead zone now, and it's aptly called the dead zone because often it doesn't escape you for minutes on end. But a good little touch from Reese's Pieces. Looks for a second. Oh, that's a good little pinch that goes just wide of the goal from Reese's Pieces. And now the danger is over for the blue team. And in fact, they've carried it over into the orange team. Some argy-bargy going on gives Mr. Sister Fister the opportunity to clear the ball away and get it over into... Hang on. Why did he take the ball the other way? He shouldn't have cleared the ball. He should have taken a shot. Blueberries. Oh, it's the color of his car that's screwing me up. It's actually... He's on the orange team. I think he's done that on purpose. So 1-0. Let's just reset our minds. 1-0 to Red Rocket. And a shot that goes through to equalize from Mr. Sister Fister off the wall. Is good, and that's easy enough to spot. The orange team scores, and the PuckUps have evened things up in game number 2. 2.5 minutes to go. We're close to half time right now. There you go, the halftime ticks over. If you're patient, it'll happen. Reese's Pieces picks up the ball, gets a good little bump on the side there, carrying it down through the wing, tries to take a second shot with the back flip, but Blueberries is there. The bounce is good. Oh, the bounce. Oh, beats the attacker. The defender's now looking to carry it forward, lines it up. Mr. Sister Fister looking for another goal. Great defensive move from Torn. Sets Blueberries up, but in the midfield, we've got a bit of action now. Reese's Pieces gets a good touch to it. He's going to get the bump up. This is a good setup. Where's Mr. Sister Fister? He's there. But a defender got in the way. The ball's still sitting there, but Torn now carries it away. And in fact, Torn will look for the follow-up. Takes a shot on goals. It's slightly wide. 1.5 minutes just about to tick over. Blueberries gets a setup, in fact, for the orange team, but it's defended by Torn. He's done a good job as goalie all night long. Oh, that's not such a good job, though. It's an opportunity for the score to come in, but Torn comes through again. After the defensive lapse, he comes through, cleans up the pieces, and keeps the ball away. And the score remains dead even right now in the second game. Another shot that goes wide, but the follow-through is there off the rebound. No, Reese's Pieces carries the ball out into the blue zone. He's on attack now, crosses it over. But the strategy, it seems, I think, of the orange team is one player carries it up, and it's up to him to score. Oh, against the tactics that I've called there, a couple of shots that go by, a few combos. Dangerous run of play for the blue team, but the PuckUps are not able to convert. And in fact, here we come into the orange zone. It's the Red Rockets on attack. The Blueberries tries to control the ball down onto the ground, hits it with the wrong angle and sends it over to the side. Now it's cleared out. Mr. Sister Fister met in the midfield by Torn. This is a dangerous ball. It bounces on the ground. It bounces, whoa, against the side. And then gets cleared out. And no, this is going to go to overtime. The arc of the ball just too low, and it bounced before it went through. The first Everton of the night. And how much overtime are we going to have? It took a long time for 2 goals to get scored in the second game. Nice little piece of dribbling there. Beats himself though. Blueberries gets himself. Oh, this is an opportunity. The dribble is on. Oh, it's cleared out by a defender. It's replied though, and this is going to be the game winner. Torn from tornhub.org. And the GG goes out because Red Rocket, with that score, 2-1, win the series 2-1 as well. So the winner is the blue team, Red Rocket. And I'm going to have to say that Tornhub is the MVP for that round. So he'll go into the MVP draw for, well, let's switch over to the MVPs. He'll go into the MVP draw for a Plantronics headset at the end of the month. The end of the month of May. So just in time to get in with the May draw. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for that first game. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with game number 2, and I'll just let you know exactly who that is going to be. It is going to be the PuckUps taking on the Cheaters. So we'll see Mr. Sister Fister and Reese's Pieces back for a second bite of the cherry. This is Chrisis, signing out.